We're in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Pickett. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It's called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Don't make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interceptions. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns, on just 2 plays, have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Oh, that's a very good run there by Najee Harris, who can take it inside. He can get to the perimeter. He can do it all with his build and his speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide. That's why Pittsburgh took him in the 1st round. Last in the league in rushing as a team last year were the Steelers. They're expecting Harris to kickstart their running game.
Here's 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Throwing on 1st down. Pickett. It's brought in by Harris. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense, and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, this is Harris.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now it's Watson. Drops it off for Chubb. Deshaun Watson, when you think about the toughest quarterbacks in the league to game plan against, he's got to be in your top 5, does he not?
And when you talk about game planning, putting him in the top 5, that's an easy call because he can make every throw. That's not an issue at all. He has great touch delivering the football, but that mobility, that added dimension, when he escapes the pocket and those receivers find their way open, short, medium, and long, he finds the right guy. And last but not least, his toughness. He can stand in the pocket, take a hit, and deliver.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Alex Highsmith there on the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. That one caught by Felton. They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the screen pass. That's how you run the screen right there. The defenders get out of place, and then there's a lot of room to maneuver for your running back.
That's because all the defenders, or I should say the bulk of the defenders, were chasing the quarterback. Great disguise, great fake. Got the screen out there, turned into a large gain.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Devin Bush came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another another try after the first down sack. Watson. And it's incomplete.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one, because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Touchdown, Browns! Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a throw here to his running back. Powers, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It was Isaiah Johnson there to make the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Chubb on the counter. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing on third down, Watson. He's looking deep for Bell. And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the gun on third down, Pickett. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Now a play fake here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
On second down now, it's Harris. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Pickett. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for only a couple. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And Boswell's kick is good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And again, it's Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing. And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Harris. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes this a 9-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us,
Chubb fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the prime.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
What a banner year in 2020 for Myles Garrett. Gets his Cleveland Browns to the playoffs for the first time in a long time and had 12 sacks to lead his team. He's averaged more than 10 sacks a year in his 4-year career and was named All-Pro for the first time after the 2020 campaign.
Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. Off play action. Pickett. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They overloaded that time in the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be taken at the 13. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he powers his way up past the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Out of the gun, Watson. There's the rookie from Auburn, Anthony Schwartz. And all the way down to the 29. A big play that time for Cleveland. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point safely through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On the give, this is Harris. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And the Steelers on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They run again with Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 75 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And this one's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Harris. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. From the gun on third down, Pickett. Open man, that's the tight end, Freiermuth. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. Harris. Not a good move, but only able to work it to the 20-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Back to throw. Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you said, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. Looking to throw. Pickett. Flush to his right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Touchdown! Pat Freiermuth. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Cleveland offense ready to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had to go. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Miles Jack with a sack. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. And this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Watson to throw. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Completes to Njoku. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward. Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick 6 on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Pittsburgh, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.